right, coming up next, it's a flyweight matchup between Tim Elliott and Jussier Formiga. Well, it's always exciting when you have such a high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. This man has been a master of the submission in the UFC, and even though a lot of people know what's coming, more often than not, they're unable to stop.
Because the knowledge of the Jiu-Jitsu game is truly something that it's hard to replicate when a guy is as good as he is. I mean, he will jump for a triangle. He will jump for an armbar, and as you slam him to the ground, he starts to understand, okay, I'm right where I need you right now. This is when the game starts for him. If he doesn't secure that submission, he gets you where he needs you to be in order to start to really make you drown. It's like going in deep water and getting pulled down over and over again, because every time you think, if I do this, it'll make it better, it just makes it worse. And best of luck trying to find a training partner to simulate this guy in the gym. It can't happen, and it won't happen.
Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tail of the tape for this flyweight fight. Formiga is 2 years the elder. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 23 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Natal, Brazil, Jussier Formiga. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 20 wins, 12 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Lee Summit, Missouri, Tim Elliott. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
The veteran Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, so the fight is now underway. We'll see how long it goes. You've got a submission specialist on one side, on the other side. Maybe the most well-rounded fighter.
Yeah, he is one of the best fighters in the entire UFC. But in front of him, he has one of the most dangerous fighters across all divisions in the octagon. Because that one skill he has is so good that you're in danger the entire time.
Oh, collar tie. Formiga gets caught by the straight punch. Hey!
It's tight. It's tight. Oh, wow. Oh!
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. 2 minutes remain in the round. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Trying to set up a submission now. Oh, Formiga, not a guy you want anywhere near your back. One of the best rear naked chokes in MMA history.
No, actually, he goes to an inverted triangle to try to get the finish. Wow, you don't see that very often.
Oh, he's in trouble here. Brilliant submission defense there.
Oh, right to the mount.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Elliott grounded down from half guard. He is making these shots count. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, useful strike on the ground, that was. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. Here we go. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides here.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Second round underway. Oh, nice punch there by Tim Elliott.
That was a thud of leg.
Right hook to the body. Super collar tie here. Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well. Oh, looks like he's transitioning to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
He's gonna attack armbar here.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
It's in there deep. There you go. He got it, John.
Oh, he got it done, absolutely. He finishes his opponent by way of submission. All right, so there's the four. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous fights.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 32 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Jussier Formiga!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.